These last couple of days were almost unbearably hot. And not only that, my laptop for some reason decided to radiate some unknown heat right here in my face directly. It's like having a fan turned right there in my eyes on the maximum settings. Well, what can you do? If you have any tips on how to deal with heat and weather like this one, please let me know. But in the meantime, let us continue with my project. I'll just give you a quick look, a little backstory. By the way, if anyone wants to invest in it, let me know. I'm joking. It's not something that I would sell, especially in a state like this one. But basically, what I want to do, let's say I'm doing a 2-hour long stream, and because I'm not giving tutorials like other channels who have their narrations and code already prepared, I'm doing this as I go. I'm coding this as I go. There's a lot of empty space in my videos. So what I want to do is cut that empty space, trim the videos down, glue them together, and export that without needing to do this manually. And it takes me, I don't know, half an hour, 2 hours to do this all by hand. I want an app to do this for me. And if you remember, I'm just gonna open another tab. This is my project directory. I'll go to the backend and I run my environment. I'll also go to the front end. I also run my front end project as well. I already, let me upload this again. So this is my test file. If I click upload, of course it's broken now. Is it? Yeah, something is broken. You don't even want to work because this is not running. This is not running. Now it's running. And now I'll do the same steps again. I'm uploading my file. I got my waveform here. If I click, I can also play. All right. If I click save the audio, it's gonna work in the backend behind the scenes. It's gonna provide me the final video. And now if I click download, I can download it and I can watch it. I think you already see the issue here. If I cut, first of all, this is not good. Wait, let me zoom in. This is not good. There's a lot of sound that is being cut off at a wrong position. So I need to do two things. I need to implement or configure this algorithm a bit better. And I need to find a way to dynamically create paddings. So if this is the content of my voice, maybe I want in this specific scenario to give it a bit more breathing room, so to say, or here, to make it a more natural experience, not like a computer, not like I fed some text into an AI machine and it just farted it out. I need this to be natural in a sense. All right, let me do the first thing. I think this is easier. Padding, better way of cutting videos. So I'll divide this into 2 points. Padding is gonna be a point in itself, and better way of cutting videos will be a point for itself. Let me open my app.python file, and here is where the logic lies for detecting silence. Okay, so this is the method that handles silence detection in my app. Again, I can do a full deep dive. I don't know if I want to, but basically, here I'm defining a Flask route that lives at /detect. It's accepting only post requests. So this is the endpoint we are hitting when we send an uploaded video file. All right, so this is the file. This is the file name. It gets a random UID. Maybe I could handle just this, because if a video is missing, so maybe I can just do if video is not in request files, return not in, return missing video file 400. All right, a bit of a way to be defensive about missing files. All right, unique file name. We have an upload folder. We have a file name. We're joining this together. This is our file path. So we save our file at this exact file path. All of this, all setting up, nothing that important, nothing that valuable, so to say. Now this, I also need to fix this, because this assumes that my extension is always MKV. If I want to support MP4s, webms, .mavs, I need to improve this. And maybe instead of doing this, I can do audio path. I need to split the text. OS path split text. I'm gonna take the file path. File path. I'm gonna take only the first plus bar. I hope that this will work. Here's the audio path. Let me just print this. Print audio path. And let me upload again. File, upload. Oh, okay. So the split text OS path, where is the split text method? Split, that here, split text. Now Google went down the gutter, like it went in the septic tank, but all the other browsers are even worse. Oh god, I have to read Geeks for Geeks, which is probably the worst tech support page on the planet. Actually, they are not. They are nice. OS path split text method is used to split the path name into a pair, root, and extensions, where root is part. Okay, so this basically just splits our path into the root and the extension. Okay. and then I print it. I don't need to print it because I know it's working. Okay. OS system. This is actually not safe for production. So I'm just gonna do. Oh, that's not the way to add comments. To do. Fix. To do. This is not safe. Find something else. But for now, I'll leave it. So I'm running the ffmpeg command. ffmpeg, it's a nice little utility helper for video editing. This is the file path. So these are some commands. This is the most important thing, I think, which says, okay, no video. So file path, audio path. I'm getting the audio segment from this. And here I create the silent ranges. So here I detect the silence if it's at least 500 milliseconds long. I think I'm gonna add 750. And also, here you are. I won't say anything. So this line of code is saying this is the TPFS audio segment. TPFS max possible amplitude audio segment TP. I did a cut for you there. I'm looking at the audio segment library and I want to see. Here it is. In the context of audio processing, specifically with libraries like PDub, audio segment dBFS refers to the loudness of an audio segment measured in decibels relative to full scale. So this seems like an average. Wait, I need to reopen Google. So this seems like an average type of thing. So if my audio's average is, I don't know, minus 20 decibels, the silence threshold would be minus 25. But if we speak, I don't know, softly, or if the audio is not normalized properly, some sounds would be missed. So. Let me print this. Print. Let's do the same thing. Upload. And where are you? Let me reload. Choose file, test, upload. I think this is the number. It's minus 40 decibels. So I'm going at minus 45. What if I put 10 here? Or even, no, wait. This will make it worse, right? But let me check. This will make it worse. No, it won't. No, it won't. Now this creates a good amount of what if I put 20? Just for testing purposes. This is how I test. I just click data and I 20 seems okay. And I'll put 15 for now. I'll create most probably a way to No, definitely I'll need to find a way to do this from here, maybe to have some knobs or some inputs that will do this dynamically. But for now, I don't need it. And I also can remove the print. Okay. So this returns silence in milliseconds, and this converts them to seconds. Not important. Maybe I put even 900 here, or maybe even 1000. Let's put a second of. And what do I have here? Threshold minus 20. Why is this big? Min silence length in milliseconds 1000. When I did here, silence threshold, I'm gonna put it to be the value that I have here. And I'm gonna send it. And I'm gonna send it with the response. Up. No, it's not silence. What? Min silence. This is the one that I want. Choose file, upload. If I save the audio now, so it's working behind the scenes most probably. Yeah, it takes some time. I need to make this asynchronous. Definitely. I like this. But I have these cuts that I don't like at all. I'm having the cuts that I don't like at all. Nah, here is where I should add the padding. How many sections do I have now? I need to run this again. Upload, detect. How many sections am I receiving? 4. 4. Wait, let me just test something. If I put here 3 seconds, and if I choose file, is the whole, yeah, the whole first section is cut. I think I'm fine with 1 second. Maybe even 1 second, so 200 milliseconds. Just to have. Let's go back to 1 second. Now, let me talk about the other problem. When we cut this, I want to insert some dynamic padding so cuts don't fear jarring. Maybe even some fade out, fade ins between different sections. Oh, that actually is a pretty good idea. But depending on the silence, for example, the longer the silence, I add more padding, and the shorter the silence, I add a smaller amount of padding. So if I get already data like this, how can I do this? some real people have done this. Cutting video empties padding. No, I don't care about this. So this is a silence. This is a detected silence. So what I want to do is I want to remove the silences, but not completely. I want to leave a bit of padding before and after. So yeah, so I don't speak like I'm teleporting after every sentence. So we have this. I will compute the duration of each silence. I will assign padding dynamically based on duration. And then stitch it together. Okay, I'm thinking on what to do and how to do this. I found some research papers that I hope can be helpful in deciding whether there's an algorithm to use for this text cutting, generating talking heads from audio. That's not it. Automatic speech recognition is computed. No, this is not either. No. There's another one that says text-based editing of talking head video. What's this one? Doing editing. No. Text-based approach for editing such videos. Given an input video, they obtain a time-aligned transcript and allow editors to cut and paste the text to assemble it into the desired story. Their approach can move or delete segments while generating visually seamless transitions that cut boundaries. However, this method only produces artifact-free results when these boundaries are constrained to certain well-behaved segments of the video. Transcript-based editing of talking head video, specifically based only on text edits, it can synthesize convincing new video of a person speaking and produce seamless transitions. This is also not it. This is also not it. Context-aware speech recognition. No, neither of these. Too bad. Too bad. I'll think I'll just go with something basic. Something really basic. Maybe some if conditions or stuff like that. So where do I create segments? Here. So these are the silent ranges. These are the silent ranges, and maybe here. Create padding. So what I need to do, this is my solution, this is the way I'm going forward. I'm gonna take my detected silence. I'm gonna compute the duration of each silence. I'm gonna assign padding dynamically based on duration, and then I think that's it. Here. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this now. Look at this. Create padded silence. Silent ranges. And here I'm gonna add a method. Where to add this method? Create padded silence. Can add it here. What if it's not a route? Def create padded silence. Okay. Silences. And then I'm gonna do padded silences. It's gonna be an empty array for s in silences. Okay, what else do I need? What else do I need? I'm gonna say the duration is the end minus the start, and then how much padding will I do? Duration times scale max pad. So what I will do here, I'm gonna create a scale 0.2, and let's say max padding, it's gonna be 0.5, half a second. Okay, and then I'm gonna do padded silences append silent ranges. Append. So I'm gonna have start. It's gonna be a maximum between 0 and I have no idea. Will this will work? Minus padding, and I'm gonna have the end. And let's return padded silences. Here I'm just gonna put, I don't know, 2. What's happening here? What's happening here? Why are you complaining? Pens. I'm gonna come back to this later. I'll just do here print silent ranges. I want to see what the structure of the silent range. Why is this complaining? Because I forgot a column here. Let me upload a new file. Upload. Why are you failing? Why are you failing, brother? Because I haven't run you yet. Now upload. Where is the print? Where's the print? Print silent ranges. Silent ranges. Let's reload this. Let's get the file. So I got my silent sections. Do I also have them here somewhere in the here they are. So it's an array of, what's this, milliseconds, right? These are milliseconds. Milliseconds. So here I should also convert this to milliseconds as well. So the scale will be 200. The maximum padding will be 500. And here I'm also gonna print padded silences. But this is an array. Is it? Where are you again? Here. This is an array. So this is gonna be the start, and this is gonna be the end. Instead of end, I'm gonna have a 0 here, and I'm gonna have a 0, a 1 there, and a 0 here. The start is here. How do I get the total duration? Print audio. Any. What? It returns any. Really? What the hell? Audio segment. PyDub audio segment. So it's most probably just the length of the audio. Where have I? So here, print len audio, right? Right. If I choose a file now, if I upload, I clicked it twice. I need to do this as well. Where are you? Silent ranges is here, but where is the file duration? These are the silent ranges. This is the length. 30,037. Okay. I'm also gonna do this now. Here, where I created this method, I'm also gonna provide the maximum length of the video. So here it's gonna be, it's not silent ranges, length audio, and here I'm gonna say total length. So how this works is that we are looping over a list of silent segments. Each element is an array consisting of a start and end timestamp. Here, I'm producing the duration of silence. For example, here I would, or maybe here, I would subtract 3.423 from 6.84. And here I'm calculating dynamic padding. So I also want to scale the padding based on the length of silence. So what I need here is most probably a scale I need here is most probably the scale. So duration times scale. Let me just print this out to see. Print padding pad. Oh, it worked. Padding is 500, 500, 500. Oh, it's a lot. Maybe it's not. Wait, maybe let me add 300 here. And let's try again. Now it's all about tweaking the results to get what I want. It's 300 again. So what's the value of my silent segment being multiplied by the scale here? What? How is this possible? How is this possible? Because the scale is not. Oh, I know what the issue is. So the duration of the. Let me print all of this. I think it's my issue for not printing this properly, so I can also know what's happening. Silence, duration. It's gonna be dur, and now I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna upload 3.4, 2.4. Maybe 0.05. Silence duration. So this is duration times scale. All right. Why? My backend is most probably, yeah, failing. It will work now. And what are my values? What are my values here? Pad. 50 is 170. Bad. I mean, let's leave it like this. Let's leave it like this. And here I have my silent ranges and my new ranges. Padded silence is created. And I'm adding here silent ranges. And let's try it again. Let's try it again. Choose file. Upload. Why is it failing? It's failing because of something. Pad is not defined. Pad is not defined. Have I removed? I removed some code that was useful. Padded silence. And here. And here, let's try it again. Choose file, test. It detected it. What? Ah, no, brother, you need to increase it. I'm gonna put the max padding to 250, but here Wait. Let me just print this out. Print start S0 print and S1. So what do we have for me here? 01117. So I'm looking at the maximum between 0 and what's the pad? Here I need to add plus, and here I need to add a minus. Okay, so there's this issue right here at the beginning, but I'm not very interested in this. Everything else seems relatively okay. Let me play it. What if I save the audio? And if I download it, I like it. I like it. I think now I need to create a dashboard for tweaking these values by hand, so we can in real life see how this looks like. Everything else seems pretty alright in my opinion, and I'm gonna continue this in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching this, and see you. Bye bye.